Hi everyone! Welcome to Entry Level Mums. We're in a new little studio today, as you can see. It's looking very pro. I'm Sawiya.
I'm Nasra. Guys, I'm a little bit upset today. Somebody stole my phone, and so if the vibes are not right, I apologize because I'm still grieving the loss of my phone. But yeah, welcome to Entry Level Mums. We're in the studio today.
I don't know how you could even crack a smile, you know.
Why? Because that bastard stole my phone.
If someone stole my phone, Nasra, I would even cancel the studio session. I'd just go home and be like, fuck this.
You know what it is, yeah? I'm not bothered because I didn't pay for the phone. That's why I don't really give a fuck.
No, but it's just like you feel disconnected from everything. Like,
You remember earlier on I was saying to you, like, I just keep going in my pocket to reach for my phone and it's just not there. And I'm like, ah. So that part is jarring, but I didn't pay for the phone. I'm just going to buy a new one. So, I mean, it's what? 4 or 5 days of inconvenience, but
yeah,
do you know what though? I'm upset. I'm gonna lose my TikTok drafts. I'm gonna lose all of my nearly 365. Yes, we're nearly at 365 streaks on Snapchat. I'm not 15, but
so a whole year.
It's been fun. I've literally been conversing with 2 of my friends, sending them snaps every day.
You should do one last one. Log onto Snapchat on my phone and do one last one.
No, I will. I actually will. And I'm going to say to everyone, I'm so sorry. Somebody stole my phone.
I'll even give you my phone, fam, for the next week. I'm joking.
Come move in with me.
Nah, you're all right. Sorry, yeah.
It's all right.
Today we're going to be talking about...
Hold on, Sawiya. If anybody wants to give me a free phone, I mean...
Yeah, go on.
If anybody would like to purchase me the new iPhone 14...
Why not? Someone said sponsorship. Someone said brand, what do you call it?
Brand deal.
Collaboration.
I don't even want cash. Just buy me a new phone.
Yeah, literally. Are there any brands out there?
Hey... You don't know. If you don't ask, you don't get, you know?
No,
why not?
That. You never know who's watching.
Never know who's watching, for real.
Shoot your shot.
Some Abba.
Today we're going to be talking about losing your identity, literally. I think this is a big topic. It's something I've been thinking about since I gave birth. And I first want to ask you one question, Nasra.
Since we're talking about loss, let's talk about loss.
Yeah. Because with identity, like when you become a mum, you lose a lot of things. You lose your mind.
Oh my God! You lose your body.
You lose you lose a lot from your body. Like you lose a lot of blood, probably.
You lose your senses.
You lose a lot of water. You lose your senses. You lose your marbles.
Wallahi.
The only thing you can't lose is the weight. The one thing you want to lose sticks with you.
The one thing that just doesn't want to budge.
I've even lost my memory a couple of times.
Oh, I've lost my memory.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've lost my memory.
The one thing that really effed me up was not knowing who I am, where I'm going in life. Like it just feels like my life has been put on hold for a bit and I've been lost. I'm still lost till this day. I'm actually scared to go out and find a job. I attempted.
Imposter syndrome, innit?
I got to the final stage. They didn't accept me, but
because it's their loss.
At the same time, when they said no, I was disappointed, but at the same time I was like,
you was relieved.
No, you know what? I'm kind of relieved because I get to I don't like change.
You go back to your comfort.
I just can stay at home because when you're at home looking after your child, there's no other responsibilities.
I know.
You don't have to think about going to work and stuff and like.
Yeah.
But before we really get into it, I just want to ask you, Nasra, before you gave birth to Hannah.
Yeah.
Who was Nasra?
Yo.
What was her vibe? Who were you? Because I know low key we grieve our old selves, yeah?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I found her again. I think I found her again. Like me and her, we're boys. We're actually boys.
Where was she, fam?
Do you know what? Weirdly enough, yeah, before I had Hannah, before I got married, before I met Hannah's dad, before all of that, I was spontaneous. I was zero fucks given. I was say what I want when I want, do what I want when I want. Don't care about anybody's opinions other than my own and my mum's and my dad's, and actually even them too, not really, but even them too. Oh, she's barking.
Oh, Ruby.
been my support animal for the last 25 minutes.
There's a dog in the building.
Who was I?
What was her vibe, man?
Her vibe was, let's do anything, let's go anywhere, let's finish work today and jump in a car and drive to Amsterdam after work. Not even the next day after work. Let's sleep in the car as we're driving to Amsterdam. That's the vibe I was on. I was fun. I was like, I just, when you remember all of the amazing memories, like there was just consistent amount of laughter everywhere I was. I had never, like, I'm an only child, innit? So I've always had my own space. I've always done my own thing. I've always, self-soothed myself,
Yeah.
I've always had that ability to just fix all my problems in the end. So in that sense, I had never experienced depression. I had never had even the slightest bit of anxiety. I had never felt like, imposter syndrome. Confidence was on 7 million, like I had never ever doubted my own abilities. I'd never doubted I was just vibes. Do you know what I mean? I was just vibes. Everywhere I went was vibes. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear it.
So after that, like when I like met Hannah's dad, and then like obviously I calmed down a little bit because I was thinking I'm gonna get married and start a family.
Settle down.
I settled down to be a bit more, a bit more chilled, a bit more relaxed. Like I can't be too much like how I am, innit? But yeah. So then obviously I cooled down a little bit. I cooled off, and then I got married, and then hormone levels like. But you know what? Let me give you context, right? Since the day my period started, I'd maybe missed one period, right? I had never had like irregular periods. They would come on time. I was tracking them for years. Like they would come on time. They would come within 3 days difference. Like I'd never had any hormonal issues like ever. So maybe that's another contributing factor to why I was never depressed. Yeah. And my problems were always like it's just a problem is what it is, isn't it? Like I'll fix it or it'll get sorted out at some point. I was always nonchalant in that sense. Nothing really stressed me out. Like I didn't really get the anxiety. But after I had Hannah, or even during the pregnancy, like completely thrown off my hormones, everything. I've just felt insane. I don't know if you experienced that, but I don't think you was all right in it throughout the whole pregnancy.
No, pregnancy I was calm.
Yeah, but I felt like I lost my mind.
Pregnancy was the calm before the storm, sis.
Yeah. During my pregnancy, I was experiencing a lot of gaslighting, a lot of like, I'm not even gonna bash anybody, but just people making me cry in general when I was already teary and emotional. Lots of like dagal arguments, like things like that. Like I just didn't need to be experiencing when I was pregnant. Not only that, like that's why now I'm like extra nice to pregnant women because I know how it feels, innit? And it's not even that, like you should just, a pregnant woman says to you, buy me a mountain of gold, buy her a mountain of gold.
Do what you can.
Even attempt. But don't tell her I'm not doing that. Do you know what I mean?
Just say I'll try my best.
Yeah,
or
when
I'm
you're
gonna go
pregnant,
do it.
You take things so personally and you're so offended. And it's, I don't know, man, it's just not a nice place to be in. So, sorry. So yeah, I just wanted peace. I wanted to go back to a level head, like a brain that was calm. And this is why like I'm so heavily posting about ADHD now. Like I'm ADHD awareness, like I'm fully on it because I had the symptoms throughout my lifetime. But
did you just find out kind of now that you've got ADHD?
I knew I had something wrong with me. I wouldn't even say it's wrong. I feel great. I don't think it's something wrong with me. But I knew there was something different about me my whole life, right? But I realized that the symptoms were milder throughout my childhood. They were there, but they were milder than, because my brain was intact, my hormones were intact, everything was fine. So the symptoms were, I was able to mask better as well. Like it was just, I had my shit together. But after getting pregnant, and it's like, it's like someone put all my hormones in one glass jar, closed the jar, and then just shook them like that. That's what it feels like. And I was just frazzled, confused, just completely frazzled.
Yeah.
So not only that, and then also like I'm in a different city. All of the ADHD symptoms are coming out full force. Like they were coming out full force. That's why now I'm like, I 100% have ADHD, or a form of ADHD or ADD or something. I think it's ADHD because there's moments where I'm like extremely hyperactive, and then there's moments where I'm like, don't talk to me. Do you know what I mean? But wallahi, honestly, I lost her. Like I lost my identity.
You didn't know who you were.
I just stopped remembering. Like I stopped knowing who I was. And I'm not one of those people who, there's people who are constantly like posting like throwbacks from like 3 years ago, or 1 year ago, 2 years. I'm not one of those people. I don't even go on there. Like the odd occasion when I do go on there, I'll post it.
Yeah.
But I rarely look back at my memories. Like unless I'm talking to someone, I'm like, oh, that time when I was in LA Gun Club and I was doing this and that, and then I'll show them the pictures. Do you get what I mean? But if I'm sitting in bed alone, I'm not going to go through 2018 pictures. I'm not going to go through 2019.
I do that, man.
Do you know what I'm saying? I don't do that
all the time, and I hate it. I can't lie.
But then that's why you start to feel more like, bad about.
Gets me in my feelings.
Yeah.
When you look back and you're at the perfect. When you look back and you're at the perfect weight, your skin is different. You look happier. You're in a good job. You're thriving.
Yeah.
I would say 2016 was my best year. And do you know what's mad? A lot of people tweet this. They always say the summer of 2016 was a good summer.
It was a really good
summer. And at the time, I was working in Canada.
Yeah.
I was like 50 kg. My skin was
What?
popping.
Nice.
And I just had this, I can't explain, I had this glow about me. But I didn't realize back then that I was in my best, like, what do you call it? I was in my prime.
You never do, though. You never do.
But when you look back, you're like, I actually thought I was fat back then.
Yes.
Not saying I'm fat now, but the baby weight in it. There's a bit of baby weight here and there.
No, I'm fat now.
Right?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I like my fatness. I like my fat.
Yeah, but it's like when you look back and you were in your skinny days, skinny legend. Even back then, you had insecurities, and you're like, "What the hell? I look good." What was I
wish
thinking?
I could go back and say to her,
Goodness, enjoy this.
Wear that crop top, bro. Wear those batty riders. Bro, wear that dress even though your fupa's out, wear it. I wish I could go back to because I remember trying on dresses, looking in the mirror and going, no, my belly's out. I remember
you look back and you're like 45 kg, you're like, what?
And I'm like, bro, your belly was this big, fam. My belly's like this big now. I wish I could go back, just whisper in her ear, bitch, just wear the fucking dress.
Honestly, sometimes I gasp. That's that. Sometimes I gasp because I get Snapchat memories that go back 5 years sometimes.
Yeah.
I always check my memories. I don't know why.
Oh,
I don't use Snapchat like that.
it.
I don't use Snapchat like that, but I'm holding on to it because I like the memories.
Okay.
I like to know what I was doing this day 5 years ago. I want to know. And I saw this one picture where I was a stick. Nasra. I was a stick, and I looked at that picture and I was like, is that me? What? Is that me?
That's mad.
Is that you? Like, I was just like...
What were you like before?
Before?
Pre-Jenna, pre-getting married.
Oh my God. Okay, the person I was here, there and everywhere. I was a bit of a gypsy. Like,
traveller.
I was that kid that, like, my sister and my mum, they started a business in 2016, the care agency.
Yeah.
And my sister, because she's the oldest, she kind of stuck with my mum, and started from the bottom type of vibe.
Wow.
Like, they went through it the first year and a half.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't making any money, we weren't getting any clients, whatever. During that time, I was all the way in Canada, just living my best life. Yeah.
You said, I'm gonna let y'all struggle.
And then I was there for 2 years, and then my mum is calling me and she's like, Sawiya, we're starting a business, like, I would love for you to come back. I didn't want to come back, but she's my mum, innit?
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, I'll come back. I came back, I was here less than a year, and then I was like, nah, I can't work with family, I can't. I love you lot, I will help you as much as I can. Like, I literally worked as a carer. Like, I was helping my mum out. She had 1 or 2 clients, and we were the carers.
No way.
Before we started hiring carers, yeah.
Okay.
So I was doing that. Imagine you go from working in Toronto, yeah? Yeah, good job, everything. You can see the CN Tower. You're living the best life. Then you come and you're cleaning someo's bathtub.
When you put
Yeah, I felt like I felt like a slave.
That's true.
An old white woman. I felt like a slave.
She said.
So obviously, I was a
I
bit.
went from the CN town.
I went from.
to clean this
I went from the
bath.
6
She said
to cleaning the bath
running through the 6
with my woes.
with my woes to you and your woes in the bathtub.
Yes.
Don't kill me.
So obviously, I had like the blues. You know when you get holiday blues, but it's like
you had a life
for me,
blues.
I don't ever get
Shit.
homesick. I don't get homesick from London.
Oh.
I wanted to live in if my mom didn't start a business, I would have applied for permanent residency. Like I'm not joking.
No way.
Like I would have been
I
Toronto
would have
gang.
never met you.
Yeah, it's life. I would never even got married if I didn't come back.
Oh my god, you would have never had Jenna.
Jenna wouldn't even
Oh
exist.
my goodness, that's crazy.
Yeah, mad. But I came back and it's been less than a year, Nasra, and then I started applying for jobs. And I told my mum, I'll help you whenever you need me, but I'm not going to do this all the time.
Yeah.
My mum wanted help with a website and stuff like that. I did all of that. But I was like, I don't have to work with you. I can help you from afar.
Yeah.
You know, I'm never going to say like no to my mum. I'm still going to help out, but I don't want this to be my job.
Your permanent thing, yeah.
And I don't like working with family. I want to separate family life and work life.
Yeah.
And who wants their mum as a manager, man? It's long. She doesn't know how to switch off. She comes home and she's still thinking about work. Like, it's long. Anyways, I couldn't find a job in London, so I fucked off to Birmingham. I literally...
You went to Bad Vibe Central.
I applied for a job because I wanted to just get out so badly. I applied for a job in Birmingham while I was still living in London, and I told them I lived in Birmingham.
Whose address did you use?
I used, luckily, because my mum knows everyone. My mum has a niece who lives in Birmingham, sis. So I used her address and said I live there.
That's mad.
They invited me for an interview. I had to go to Birmingham for an interview. So I had to go there the night before and then go to my interview the next morning. And then I got the job and I was like, I did not expect this. But luckily they gave me like 4 weeks to like settle in. They gave me like a 4-week notice kind of thing. And then during that time, I ended up staying with my mum's niece for a bit and while I was looking for flats or whatever. And then I found myself a little studio and I worked in Birmingham, but I got depressed in Birmingham. It was depressing. I didn't like it. I didn't like the job.
I think everybody that goes to Birmingham leaves depressed.
I was burnt out. Exactly. It was mostly the job that burnt me out.
Yeah.
It was a marketing job, but they told me that he put too much on my plate. And then when I told him you need to hire more people, he expected me to manage like 5-6 different brands on social media, blog, write product descriptions, manage the web content, post something on Instagram. Like, are you mad? I literally told him
6 companies,
5-6 brands. Like, he would just come up with an idea and be like, Sawiya, make an Instagram account. Right? And then every Thursday during the marketing meetings, he looks at me and he's like, Sawiya, so how many followers did we get? If we don't have any followers, then he'd be like, what were you doing? I was doing the 20 other things that you gave me on my list. And then he had the audacity to be like, you don't have a lot on your plate. And that's when I handed in my notice. I don't have a lot on my plate.
Something about
I'm literally
Birmingham.
burnt out.
Listen,
Instead of him to just hire one more person, Nasra, and that's what drove me crazy. I was like, you're not
he
gonna.
don't want to
I
spend
don't
more
even
money.
get paid enough for this. I said,
Yeah,
bye.
he doesn't want to spend more money. He should pay you more, furthermore, for doing all of that work.
Facts.
But he don't want to pay you more and pay for somebody else.
Facts. You know, have you ever heard of
Sad
Trello?
about Birmingham.
Have you ever heard of Trello?
Trello.
Where you manage like
Yeah,
workloads.
the app,
Yeah.
the software.
You can see the photographer, creative director, product development person,
Yeah,
and me, social media.
yeah.
I had like 30 tasks and everyone else had like 3. And I told him, what do you mean I don't have a lot on my plate? Just look at the tasks that you were giving me. He's the one that's allocating all these tasks. And he had the audacity to say, Sawiya, come on, you don't have a lot on your plate. Okay, here's my notice, my G. And the thing is, I printed it out as a letter, put it in the envelope, gave it to him. I said, I'm out of here.
I love to see that pettiness.
Yeah, so
Love it.
So I came back, applied for jobs, got another job in where did I go, bro?
You know, before you sorry to interrupt, before you got married and before you met Jenna's dad, did you ever see your life going or ever envision like your next 5 years as you being a mom and having a husband
Hell no.
No way.
I didn't even see myself getting married.
Was it in your plans at all?
It was not in my, like, I was the type of person that was like, I was just living my life. I wasn't out here. You know how there's people who are looking to get married?
Yeah. No way.
I wasn't looking to get married. I was just here, there. I was just living life in different places. And the thing is, I would be working, and then after work, I'd go out with friends, come home late, still get up the next morning when I was in Canada.
Yeah, I used to live that lifestyle as well.
And the thing is, back then, it's like, we weren't tired back then.
No.
Now I know what tired means.
I used to do life to life to life.
And still get up for work.
Life. And then still go to work.
And still go to work. And we'd be fine with that.
And I'd be sitting at work like this. But I'd still do the whole 12-hour shift. Now, I swear to God, Sawiya, I woke up this morning. What time did I wake up? I woke up this morning at 9:30. Yeah. Right now, is what? Nearly 9 p.m. Right now, I'm sleepy. I could go to bed right now. I knocked out in your car earlier on.
Mm-hmm.
As she was driving, I knocked out in her car. I can sleep anywhere. The other day, I picked up Hannah from school and I took her to my mum's house. And then I sat down on her sofa and I swear to God, sat down fully clothed, head to toe, had my hat on and everything. I said, Hoya, 1 minute, let me just have a nap. And I did this and I knocked out of my mouth open. And I knocked out for 2 hours in that one spot. The only reason I woke up is because my shoe was hurting my foot and then I had to take my shoes off. And then I knocked out again for another hour and a half. Sat up. I was so tired to the point where I just couldn't even bother to go to the bed. I could have took literally 15 steps and got in the bed. And I just couldn't. I just couldn't.
Before having a child, I think the latest, like I would never sleep around 9-10 p.m. Even if I was tired. I would wait till midnight.
I used to sleep
now,
after midnight.
If I reach midnight, I'm like, oh my God.
I am fucked tomorrow.
I'm finished.
Yeah, I know them ones.
I was in bed 10:30 last night. 10:30.
Oh, the life.
10:30.
You know, one time, I was like, so my kid's nearly 3, but part of our bedtime routine is me laying in bed with her and talking to her until she falls asleep. And that's my favorite part of the night. Like, it's literally my favorite part of the evening. So we were laying in bed and I was saying to her, love you, good night. And we were reading her bedtime dua. And literally, I knocked out. I just passed out. I literally passed out. And I don't even know what hit me. I don't even know when. I don't even know if I even finished the dua. I passed out and she knocked out as well within like 5 minutes. And we literally knocked out, both of us. I woke up the next morning. I was on energy on a 15 million. And I remember looking at her thinking, is this how you feel every morning when you have 12 hours of sleep, bro?
Yeah.
That is mad. I need to do this every day. I was like, I need to do this every day. And the next day, I went to sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Do you know what I realised today? Literally just today. So today, basically, I was about to say Nasra. Jenna started nursery, right?
Yeah.
So when she comes home, I pick her up at 6:30. When she comes home, Nasra, she's tired. Like, they tire her out. And she doesn't nap in nursery. Because she can't nap, like, she needs her cot, she needs a quiet room, that kind of thing. So she's just been on 100 the whole day, from morning until 6:30.
Wow.
She comes home and she's crying for the milk and everything. So we decided to put her to bed by like 7:30, right? So she went to bed 7:30 last night. She didn't wake up till 7:30 this morning. And obviously me, waking up at 7:30, on a Saturday, Because normally she wakes up 9 o'clock, fam.
Oh, for real? Oh, me, I'm used to it. Hannah wakes me up at
7:30.
Do you know, I've been monitoring. I look at the time every morning when she wakes me up. I've been monitoring. She wakes me up between, it's either 7:30 on the dot or 7:35 or 8 on the dot or 8:35. Somehow it's always a 35 that she wakes up.
That's mad. Yeah, so like I was up at 7:30 today. I was a bit tired, but because I slept at 10:30, it was all right. You know,
it was all right, yeah.
So I get up out of bed. I get Jenna ready. We go downstairs, change her nappy, give her breakfast, whatnot. I even like decided to like tidy up the living room. I even cleaned up the dishes that I couldn't be asked to do. I did so many things before 10 a.m. I was so proud of myself.
That's amazing.
I can't explain it. It was like I've accomplished so much.
Yeah.
And it's not even 10.
And then you're like, what do I do now?
And then I was like, let me make myself breakfast. I made myself breakfast,
nice.
this, that. Then I had a shower. I did so many things. packed up all our
Nag
things,
no?
and then we made our way to come see you.
Yeah.
And it's like, if we woke up at like 9 or even 10,
Oh, you would have been stressed.
I would have been stressed out
You would have been so stressed.
because we had to be with you by like 12:30.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I was just like, you know what? Like, I kind of understand why people wake up early, because you can get a lot of things done.
Do you know, during the week when Hannah does the full day of school,
Yeah.
right? I make sure I wake her up at like 7 on the dot. So if my alarm goes off, I wake her up at 7 on the dot. We have to be at school by 9, right? And we have to travel to go to her school. So by 9 o'clock, when I reach her school at 9 o'clock, I'm literally so this close to just going into the local the local coffee shop, putting my bag down, covering my eyes and sleeping. I'm that close, because that 2 hours in the morning is stress. It's so stressful. I think we went off topic, you know.
You're not just. No, we low key, are we?
We low-key went off topic.
What are we saying now?
We was talking about losing your identity.
But low key, we trying to talk about like, but it relates, because we spoke about who we were before, right? And now we're talking about like.
But we didn't say who we are now. Who are you now, Sawiya?
Who am I now?
Tell me.
So do you remember when I said how I had energy to see friends? I had energy to see friends like 3-4 times a week.
Yeah.
Whilst I was working full time.
Yeah.
And there would always be plans every weekend, every Saturday I'd be doing something, right? And friends would be calling me for all these plans, and I don't know if it's because of COVID that things are kind of different. I don't know, but I feel like during COVID, I got pregnant, so I didn't even get to have like a baby shower. I didn't get to have friends coming over. It was a very, literally pregnancy and lockdown, so the isolation already started.
Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out to my friend Ash every day. She was about to move to Qatar when I gave birth.
Oh.
And she came to see me like 3 times. And every time she came, she would have a big bag of Tesco bag.
Of
groceries. She'll get like snacks. She'll call me, is there anything you want? This, that. She'll bring it to me. And I remember, Nasra, this was a couple of weeks into postpartum, and I was completely done out here, right? And Ash looked at me and she was like, Sawiya, I'm so proud of you, you know?
Friends like that.
In the moment, I was
I
like,
would have burst into tears.
Yeah, in the moment, I was like, oh, thanks. Like, I didn't deep it. I was like, oh, thanks, man. I didn't think it was that deep. She flew away to Qatar, and I'm thinking, when am I next going to see her? You know them ones? Like, one friend's all the way there. Like, I was like, oh, my day, she's gone to Qatar. I'm never going to see her again. You know them ones there. And then...
Damn.
And then, I think, was it a couple of weeks later, in the middle of the night, I was up feeding Jenna. And you already know with night feeds, you're already isolated and you're alone with your thoughts, right? I remembered what she said to me.
Did you burst into
tears?
And
I cried.
Oh my God, I would have burst into tears.
And I cried, and I was like,
oh my goodness.
Damn. Like,
you felt it.
I felt it, and I was like, I actually needed that. I actually fucking needed that. Not to say my family ain't proud, but my mum, she's not going to sit there and be like, I'm proud of you. Like, she's not going to say that, but she'll show it through her actions. Like, my mum used to bring me food to the bed, and like, you know what I mean? My mum took care of me.
Yeah.
But when someone actually says it,
you know, it's like, different when you hear it.
When you hear it, and it's like, I didn't know I needed this, you know, them ones. So obviously, I think the first year of Jenna's life, and the first year of me being pregnant, me being a mum, I can't lie to you, I was all over the place. I was in a funk.
Yo, I think...
Even till this day, low-key.
Yeah, no, I think for me...
I don't leave the house, I feel stuck in the house.
No, I went through that as well. But I think for me, now... I've been able to get her back, but I didn't just stumble across the old me. I've actively worked to get her back.
All right, tell me how, sis, because I'm still stuck.
You have to
tell me how, because
for example, I go out to places that I want to go to even on my own.
I've seen you go to concerts on your own, Nasra.
I will go
on your Snapchat.
I don't give a fuck. I will go on my own. And the reason is, I think to myself, why should I miss out on having fun just because no one else can come? Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what kind of person I am? If I have to go somewhere on my own, I'm not going.
Yeah, I used to be like that though.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, but you have to force yourself. Do you know where it is?
But I'm
the
awkward,
first time.
Nasra. I'm not like you. You can
No,
talk to a
but
tree.
The first.
Nasra can bust conversation.
She said,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No, but even
Tell them about today.
even today. Okay, so today, me, Nasra, and Zainab, basically on Saturdays we have like a mum day so that we can just go out with our kids and just like.
I need some Vaseline.
I need Vaseline as well. I can't even lie.
Oh, you're actually killing me.
So today we went out. We went out and obviously 3 mums, 3 pushchairs. We went out like some Avengers, yeah. And we went out to eat. During that time, we were together for what? 2 hours? 2-3 hours?
3 hours?
Me and Zainab, the other girl that was with us, were counting how many times Nasra stopped to talk to someone. We're out on road. This girl spoke to about 10 people today.
It wasn't 10.
Okay.
It wasn't 10.
8. It was about 8. Throw me the Vaseline when you're done.
It wasn't 8.
Do you want me to start counting?
I think it was like 6.
Either way, 6 people.
It was 6 because, okay, look.
6 people.
So, okay.
That's why
This
I'm
is what
saying
happened,
this is
innit?
why you can
No,
go
wait,
to
wait, wait.
concerts on your own.
No, but it's a disadvantage.
You can make
know why?
friends.
It's a disadvantage. Like 4 of those people, I already knew them. You know when you're walking in your area and you just like your old neighbours and like people that you used to know, used to see growing up.
Old neighbours.
And then
I'm
people
not going
that
to say.
went to your secondary school and stuff like that. Like that's why I'm able to just be like, yo, you're right. You know, like I can do that because I know these people. Do you get what I'm saying?
Nasra, you stopped this random guy who
No,
used to be your
no.
neighbour 15 years ago.
It wasn't 15 years ago. It wasn't 15 years ago. It was maybe like 7 or 8 years ago.
If I haven't seen someone for 7 or 8 years, I wouldn't say hi.
Yeah, but it's because I
feel a bit
hadn't seen
awkward.
him for that long. That's why I said hi. Because I was
Yeah.
wondering what happened to them.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's the difference between us. Well, I would look at them and be like, oh, fuck.
When I looked at the man, I saw my neighbours. It was these 2 little boys and their dad. And I remember we used to sometimes play with those 2 little boys. So I can sort of remember what the boys looked like because it was so long ago, but they're probably really old now. They probably look way different now.
Yeah.
But the dad looks exactly the same. So when I saw him, I was like, oh shit, you know, like my mind
And he
went
stood
back
there,
in
obviously, because obviously you're a grown woman now. He stood there and looked at you, was like, he's probably thinking, who is this woman?
No, he
Like,
looked at me and he recognized me. When I
Yeah.
told him where I knew him from, he was like, oh.
Yeah.
Because obviously I looked different then as well. I was little. Like I
Yeah,
was
exactly.
like yay high. And I was fat and I was like literally yay high. I was a little shit. Yeah. But I was always nice to his kids. All the other kids were horrible to his kids. I was always nice to them. That's why I said hello. If I was an asshole
I
to his
hear
kids,
that.
I would never have said hello to him.
I hear that. No, for me, the reason why I don't say hello sometimes is because it's like, I don't want you to not remember me and for me to explain, but you don't remember.
But I don't care about that.
I can't be asked for all of that.
Don't care about that.
If you see me and you say, hi, Sawiya, then yeah, of course. But I think for me, sometimes I don't like small talk and all. You know, when it's like, how's your mom? How you been?
My mum's good.
I can't
How's
be
your mum?
bothered. I can't be asked.
No
Anyways,
way. No, it was only about 6. And then one guy, as I was walking, complaining about how somebody stole my phone, he was like, somebody stole my phone 2 weeks ago as well. And the same thing, they pulled it out of my pocket and I didn't even notice.
yeah.
So me and him bonded over trauma. So, I mean, and you know what he said to me? I wish I could have bought you a phone. I said,
Did he say that?
me too. Wallahi, he said that. He goes, I wish I had a phone to give you. I feel so sad for you. I was
Because he
like,
gets it. He's been through
me
it.
too, daddy. I'm joking.
That's that.
Shall I keep that fine? I'm editing it out.
No, that's funny. Keep it.
Oh,
No, it's
Sawiya.
funny because I didn't see that coming.
Of course you didn't.
I'm off track. What was I
I
saying?
told you I got her back. This is me.
That's
This
how
is
you
the
got-
Nasra.
So
This is the Nasra I was
basically,
before.
You started going out to like concerts. You started doing things that you enjoy, even
I
if you were
started
by
doing
yourself.
things for myself. That's what I realized. Like, what my problem was when I was married, I was doing things for everyone else. I was cooking for him. I was cooking for Hannah. I was doing laundry for him, laundry for Hannah. I was doing cleaning for him, for Hannah, for them, for them, for them, for them, for them. It was never a for me,
I hear it.
right?
That's literally
And
it. Yeah.
you go through a life of, obviously it's not selfish, but you go through a life of it always being about you. And then all of a fucking sudden, it's not about you at all anymore.
You take a back seat for
Yeah,
a
no,
long time.
not even that. Like, I'm not even saying it in like a, I want it to be all about me sort of thing.
No,
No,
it's facts. You won't think about yourself
you
for a
won't
long
think,
time.
like, I go shopping and I'll go there and I'll say, you don't have socks, you need new underwear, you need new vests, you need new tops. And I'll walk into the shop and I'll go, oh my God, Hannah needs that,
Yeah.
Hannah needs that, Hannah needs that, Hannah needs that. And then I walk out with a pair of socks, like one packet of socks, one packet of underwear, and like 15 things for Hannah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the problem. Like, obviously your priorities change, your goals shift, everything changes, right?
Yeah.
And it's more focused towards your kids. However, you can't forget yourself. You can't neglect yourself. And this is the problem with the Somali community, yeah, and I always say this. It's not encouraged to look after yourself. It's not encouraged to be selfish. It's not encouraged to leave your kids with their dad while you go for a spa day.
Oh my God.
It's not fucking encouraged, right?
Have you ever had issues with going on holiday?
Going on holiday,
Yeah.
like on my own.
No, I mean, like when Jenna was about 9 months, I went away for a week, and the comments I was getting from
Bro.
family members.
You're talking about, wallahi, if I speak,
1
if I
week,
speak,
Nasra.
I should
And
just
listen, my husband was fine with it. You know what he said? You can go to Qatar. I'll take a week off work and I'll look after my daughter.
Bro, did he
Why
pay for your
not?
ticket?
Why not?
Did
Yeah,
he
of
pay for your
course,
ticket?
of
Yeah.
course.
So where was I going?
Let me tell you something. Yeah.
I wasn't going nowhere, fam.
It was just 7 days, just 1 week,
Yeah.
where I felt like I just needed just time away with friends, whatever. Just relax a little bit.
Yeah.
Tell me why. I had comments like, why are you going away? You're a mum now. Yeah, someone else was like, what the hell? What kind of mum are you?
Bruv, you know, I went on holiday last week, yeah. Not last week, 2 weeks ago. I went to Portugal for a whole week, yeah. I swear to God, not a single person called me to say that to me. Wallahi. Because you know, if they did that, I swear to God, the amount of fire they would receive back from me. I told you, I've got Nasra back. You know, the Nasra that I was before was fiery. Kulul. Fiery. You know, like unpredictable. Like, you don't know my reaction. You don't know what Nasra's going to say. You don't know how she's going to react. So just leave her. You know, it was one of them ones. Even with my family, it was always, just leave her. You don't want headache. Like, just leave her. It was always like that. And then as soon as I got married and I became, you know, a bit more timid, a bit more relaxed, a bit more quiet, people all of a sudden thought that, where's the fire gone? Oh, let's take the piss out of her. Do you know what I mean? The fire is back. Like, come and try me. Come and try me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go on holiday again. And I'm going to go on holiday again if I want to.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
And you should as well.
I still went on holiday. Don't get me wrong.
Good.
The only reason why I felt a little bit guilty was Jenna was developing like a cough at the time. Yeah, because this was last November, a year ago.
Are you telling me your husband can't give her cough medicine?
No, of course. No, it's just that mum guilt of, oh my God, my baby's sick.
Mum guilt where? Mum guilt
Oh,
where?
the old Nasra is
Well, like, the old Nasra is back. Mum guilt where?
You don't
1 week of me away from her, is it going to impact her whole future and her whole entire lifetime?
Nasra, you're going to miss her. You're going to feel a little bit guilty for leaving her. That's what I mean.
No. I'm going to miss her. That's different.
Yeah.
That's completely different.
Yeah.
And my missing her is so strong. Like, when I talk to her, I feel sad. And I feel sad, not that I'm away from her. I feel sad that she's not with me.
Yeah.
I think you would have fun in Portugal. You should have come with me.
Yeah.
That's why I feel sad.
Yeah.
I don't feel sad because I left you behind and, you know, I feel guilty. I don't feel no guilt. Zero guilt. Wallahi, nothing at all. You know what I feel guilty about? When I do haram things, yeah, and then I know God is watching me. I feel guilty about that.
That's
yeah?
good. It means you have Iman.
Okay, so I don't
Alright,
feel
there's
guilty
still
about my kid missing me for a
There's still
week.
something there. There's
Yeah,
still
no,
something there.
it's different type of guilt. You know, the mum guilt. Mum guilt is different.
Yeah.
Mum guilt is like you're punishing yourself for things that you shouldn't be punishing yourself for.
Yeah.
And you're already upset about something, and then you're adding to the stress and adding to the upset.
As in, I was with this girl for 24/7 for the past year and a half, and it's
Do you
just
know,
one
my nigga-
week where it's just, let me just go on holiday. Like, and you know what's so fucking crazy? I just kept saying, her dad will be with her. Oh, like
she's fine.
I'm not leaving her with like some random stranger.
You're not leaving her on her own either.
Literally, her other parents is with her. That's what baffled me.
People are actually insensitive, you know. I realized, like, people are actually insensitive.
Very insensitive.
If it works
pissed
for
me
you,
off, and I still got on that flight. Don't worry about it.
Good, and you still enjoyed your holiday.
Oh, I was posting on Instagram and everything.
Amazing.
I put it on Snapchat.
Me too. I had a very good holiday. It was amazing. It was amazing. And I'm gonna do it again. And I'm gonna do it again. And I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah. Well, it's like, so the past year and a half, when I tell you I was in a funk, Nasra, to the point where my mom and my sister, they don't live with me, right? They live 20 minutes away from me.
Yeah.
This was literally a couple of months ago. They came over, and because I just recently moved into my flat, so my mom was like, "Oh, we all gonna come and order pizza and blah blah blah. You're gonna host us. You're gonna cook for us." I said, "I'm ordering takeaway," and then they came, and we ordered pizza and that. And I remember I didn't even realize I was doing this. I didn't realize you don't see what you're doing when you're in a bad state. I wasn't talking to them. I was just kind of sitting there, kind of like in my own head a little bit. And I was quieter. And my mum and my sister clocked it. And they were only with me for like a couple of hours. And I remember before they left, my sister was like, "Yo, are you good?" I was like, "Yeah, why?" She was like, "I don't know. You just seem a bit off." And no one knows me better than Sawiya.
Yeah.
Like, no one knows me better than Sawiya. So, like, she was just like, I just feel like, she was like, "You've just been off, like, for the longest time. You just haven't been the same." But I didn't feel that I was off. I can't explain it. Like, to me, it just felt like I was I knew that I was in a bad state, but it felt so normal to me because it's been a year and a half of that same feeling.
It's called,
it was normal for me. I got too comfortable in it.
Yeah.
And I was stuck in the house.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where it's like,
damn.
My mum would call me and she'd be like, "Hey, come see us or come to the office and this and that." And I'm like, "Nah, I'm about to take a nap with Jenna." Like, I'm the type of person where I will take a nap when the baby naps.
Oh, me too.
Just to tap out of reality. "Oh, you want to go to sleep? Let's go."
Wallahi, I used to do that. Just to tap out, just so that I didn't have to be around, just so I didn't have to open my eyes and look around and ask myself, why are you not washing the dishes? Why are you not doing the laundry? Why are you not cooking food? All of those things. Let's nap, bro.
Let's
take sleep my problems away, wallahi.
I'm that kind of person. There's a lot of people that are like, "I can't nap when the baby naps because I'm doing laundry."
Yeah,
I hear it. There's two types of mums.
I care about fucking laundry.
I hear it. I hear it. There's some people who want to get things done because the baby's asleep.
Yeah, but you know that cycle never ends, Sawiya. The getting things done, it never ends. It doesn't. You know, for me, that's what made me want to pull my hair out.
That's why sometimes leave the dishes in the sink.
Bro,
who gives a fuck, man?
Leave them there overnight.
Literally, like,
they're gonna be there in the morning. You're gonna use them. You're gonna get dirty again. They're gonna be in the same spot tomorrow.
Right. So it was just, I was in such a funk to the point where
I hear that
my sister was really concerned, and the thing is with my sister, we tell each other everything.
Yeah.
So she came to me one time, or she called me, and she was like, "Yo, Sawiya, oh, this is breaking my heart." This is breaking my heart.
I'm not even anywhere near you. I would love to give you a hug.
She called me or texted me, and she was like, "Sawiya, Hoy's been up all night worried about you. She didn't sleep." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she was like, "Hoya was up all night, sad, thinking something's wrong with Sawiya.
Oh.
She's not okay." And that's when I was like, "Oh my God, now my mum is losing sleep."
Oh,
you know, them ones like, "Oh my God, now my mum is losing sleep." So I said to Sawiya, like, "Listen, it's just, I'm going through this huge adjustment. Just wait till Jenna's like about almost 2, when she starts going nursery and I start to go out, look for a job. Maybe then," like, that's what I keep saying, "maybe then I'll get back into my mojo." And Jenna just started going nursery, but the thing is, she only did like 3 full days, and those last 3 days that she was in daycare, I was at home, and I was just frozen. I was literally sitting in one place on the sofa, and I'm watching TV, and I'm on my phone, and I'm scrolling. And in my head, I'm like, "Do this, do that. Jenna's not here. You have time to just do." No. Like, you have time to clean that room you wanted to clean.
That's your time.
Guess what I did, Nasra? I just sat there and I scrolled my phone.
Time.
I don't like that though.
Bro, let me
That's
tell you
fair.
something, yeah?
I don't like that.
Do you know the first, like...
Why couldn't I just leave the house?
No, do you know
Get
the
some fresh
first,
air.
like, how long would I say? The first maybe 3 weeks of Hannah going to school, the first day she went to school, I had bare shit to do. So I was up, I was on the go. I was like, I only have 3 hours. Let me go do it. Blah, 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 blah. I got bare things done. And then I sat down after I picked her up and I'm in another chako. You know, it's like I didn't stop. Now I'm looking after her. This is another job. I sat there and I said to myself, you fucking idiot. You should have used that 3 hours to nap. You should have used that 3 hours to just watch Netflix. You should use that 3 hours to eat a hot meal by yourself and enjoy the hot meal while it's hot. Drink a cup of coffee while it's hot.
But do you know what it is, Nasra? Like, yeah, it's when you're doing the childcare, all you want to do is sit down and do nothing, right?
Yeah.
But when you're actually sitting down and doing nothing, you start to say to yourself, oh, I feel like I didn't accomplish anything today.
Oh, no, you see, me
Like,
and you
that's
were the
me.
opposite.
Like, I spent like 2 days on the sofa.
So yeah, you have to actively choose to. That's
My
the
husband
difference.
comes home, yeah. Jenna's coming home from nursery. My husband comes home, yeah. And he's like, he always says to me, how's your day? What'd you get up to? I literally look at him and I'm like,
Bro, let me tell you something.
been in this house all day, my
Listen
G.
to me. You only feel
I don't like
like
that.
you only feel like it's a failure or like you haven't accomplished anything or anything like that because you're putting value on the tasks that you could have done, right? But if you say to yourself, Jenna's at school today, I have a whole series to watch. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to get snacks. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get that. And I am not going to leave the sofa unless I need to pee. And that is the value of what that time is going to be spent upon.
Free time,
Yeah? And you're going to sit there and you're going to laugh your ass off and you're going to watch these shows and you're going to have a great time. And when your husband comes home and says to you, hey, Sawiya, how's it going? Like, what have you done today? Like, how's your day been? Yeah? If you see that question as like a
attack
or even like what have you been doing today? Like a judgment, you're going to feel like what you've done is not enough or not worthy. But if you see that as a question of like, oh, has no idea what I've been up to all day. He's just asking me because he hasn't seen me all day and he cares about me and he misses me. Just be like, bro, I don't watch the whole series today. I feel so much better. I relaxed. I feel amazing. You can't see your relaxing time as like
that's
as
mad.
like a time that you need to fill.
That's mad because you know, like the first 6 months when it's more demanding and then getting fed like every 2 hours.
Consistently, you're
you know
on
what
the go.
I was saying to myself?
Yeah.
I can't wait till like she's a bit older.
You can
and
relax
she can
a
sleep
bit
all night and I have a bit more free time. I was yearning for that. I'm in that now
and
and I've got the free time and I'm now attacking myself saying you don't deserve to relax.
No,
you don't deserve to sit down and do nothing.
I saw a quote and you know what the quote said? The quote said, what did it say? It said your time to relax is shouldn't have to be scheduled. Like it's not like no, what did he say? He said your free time. No, oh my God, I'm butchering the whole quote. He said basically, let me just explain it. It was something along the lines of the time that you need to relax, is not like a treat. It's not like a reward. It's a necessity. That's what he said. He said it's not like oh my God, I've done all the laundry, I've done everything today. My house is completely spotless. And now I can sit down and watch Netflix. Your time to relax is not a treat. It's not a it's not like an incentive to rest. It shouldn't be an incentive.
Yeah, it has to be.
It has to be a necessity. It has to be booked in. So Sawiya's time to watch Netflix while Jenna's at school today. If she doesn't cook anything, it is what it is. If she didn't clean anything, is what it is. Because you know why? She's busy. Why is she busy? She's booked in her Netflix shows. You get it?
Yeah.
Don't feel guilty about it. Do you know what, this is one thing I always say.
So mad.
Getting divorced is probably the best thing that ever happened to me.
Fair.
You know why it's the best thing that ever happened to me? Wallahi, not only did I lose Nasra, like, I also learned a lot about myself after the divorce process. And now I prioritize my self-care. Like, I prioritize me and Hannah can see it, and she's I can also see that she's like taking notes from me. So like she'll see me, you know, doing my skincare routine, and she'll say, me too, me too. She'll see me putting on makeup, and she'll say, my turn, my turn. You know, like she wants to be involved in my things. Whereas before, it was constantly me sitting there doing what she wants to do, playing with her toys with her. It was constant, like she didn't see me doing anything for myself. But now she sees me doing things for myself. She sees me going out. I say, bye, I'll see you later. And she'll say to me, bye, mommy. Bye, love you. See you later. Like, she understands now that we're not joined at the hip, that I'm actually also Nasra. And I've taught her my name. If you ask her, I said to her, what's my name? She'll say, because she doesn't know how to say your name, she'll say my name. So she'll say, my name is Nasla. And I'm like, that is my name. You can call me Nasla. I don't mind. But no, now I've made the distinction. I am mummy, but I'm also Nasra.
Yeah.
You know? And wallahi,
you need to have like an identity outside of...
Best thing that ever happened to me.
Like an identity outside of motherhood.
Of
and
course.
outside of being a wife. Like,
yes.
Have something for yourself. I think that's what I'm still I still haven't... I didn't get that yet.
So yeah, you need to step out of your comfort zone. That's what it is. You know the things that make you uncomfortable and make you scared and make your eyes go like that?
I'm 29.
You have to do it.
I'm 29 and I
it.
have been... I would say even having this YouTube channel is pushing it. I can't lie. But I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'm used to it. But a lot of people are like, rah, so yeah, you got YouTube, rah, is it? And I remember when the first episode came out, I had bare people messaging me like, Sawiya, you need to speak up more. I'm like, shut up, man. But basically, I don't take risks. I like to stay in my comfort zone and I don't like change. And I feel like that's why I always feel stuck.
Can I ask you a question? If you did something that was completely out of your comfort zone and took a risk, is it going to kill you?
No, but I'm just afraid of failing.
No, but that's the thing.
I'm afraid of failing.
Do you know if you're afraid of failing,
yeah,
you're never going to take a step anywhere.
Yeah, you would. Yeah,
you're going to be stagnant.
Yeah.
So now, do you know what you have to do? At least you have the self-awareness and you've realised that's your problem.
I 100% know what my problem
is. Right?
Yeah.
So now you know your problem.
Yeah.
You have to force it. Fake it till you make it.